Good afternoon, AFL fans, and welcome to my channel, Arena Football League Outsiders. If you're new to my channel, I'm here to bring all the arena football stuff. That's news, transactions. I'm planning to do some highlights, some predictions, anything like that. That's what I'm here for. You want that kind of information, you came to the right place. Welcome. I appreciate it. So, along with that, I have also created a blog and a Twitter, which I've mentioned prior, but like I said, if you're new to the channel, you may not know that. So check me out on Twitter and check me out on the blog. I post both of them below in the description, as well as at the back end and the credits. You can get those information. But without further ado, let's get into this week's news. So this is my last off-season weekly update because the games start next week. That means we could talk about football, we could talk about the games, we could talk about players that are on the injured list, all that kind of stuff. It's going to be great. That starts next week. As far as the last week of the off season, I got a few noteworthy things to bring up to you guys. First things first, last Thursday, the LA Kiss announced that the band Kiss will be playing a special halftime show just for all the fans in attendance. That's for everyone in attendance, whether you're a season ticket holder or you're just there for that game. The Kiss will actually, like I said, play an acoustic set at halftime. So that's pretty cool. I mean, that's not no additional charge, nothing. You go to the game, you get the free concert. Now, if you're a season ticket holder, they announced that they will actually be playing a separate set before the game just for season ticket holders. So if you're a season ticket holder of the Kiss, make sure you show up early to get that special acoustic set by the Kiss before the game against the Jacksonville Sharks on April 2nd, which is next week, next Saturday. Speaking of the Kiss, they also announced today that they have entered into a media partnership with 100.3 FM The Sound, which means their website, they will have exclusive video, exclusive radio interviews, all that kind of stuff. They're going to have a LA Kiss splash page and their own page where you can get all the information you want from the Kiss, as well as on Mondays they're going to do a football preview or football recap of the last game, all that kind of stuff that you normally would see from, you know, NFL teams or whatever, stuff like that. So it's going to be a full page devoted just for the LA Kiss. So just check out 100.3 FM, and it's going to be on their website. It's going to be pretty cool. I will say, a radio station that is sponsored by a team, just know that they're more than likely not going to say anything too bad or too harsh about the team. I don't know how much arena football really gets to that side of sports, which I'm not sure, but don't expect a lot of that because the Kiss are going to be paying for them to be on there and talking about the Kiss, so more than likely it's going to be a lot of constructive criticism and silver linings and stuff like that, which is fine. I'm just, you know, I want to let you guys all know what you're getting yourself into and what you have to look forward to. On a less happy note, it saddens me to report that last week on the 17th, John Rolk, one of the pioneers for Arena Football League, died. He was battling health problems for a lot of years. He was actually part of the test game back in '87, as well as he played for the Washington Commandos. He played with the Detroit Drive for four of the 5 championships that they had, and he was inducted in the AFL Hall of Fame in 1999. But it's just a sad day for the AFL. He was one of the first people to actually say, hey, I want to play that. You know, he tried to do a few different teams in the NFL. It didn't work out, one reason or another. But he came to the AFL and became a star, and that was awesome. And so just want to let you guys know a legend had passed away. So rest in peace, John, and you'll be missed. But I didn't want to end it on that, so I wanted to bring up something else. The Portland Steel is actually kind of taking a page from the Kisses book with their opening game event or so. So the Portland Steel is offering free tickets to next week's home opener against the Arizona Rattlers. That would be April 1st, next Friday. They are giving up to 4 free tickets for anyone who wants to go. They're trying to fill the stadium as much as possible, which is great, but it's kind of going to be a little If people see that, they're going to say, oh man, games are full, and then they're going to go and see that not as many people fill the stadium when you actually have to pay for it, of course. But if you're a season ticket holder, don't worry. They have specified sections for you. So check the link below. I'm going to post it in the description so you can see which sections those are. But they said the first 10 rows, I believe, in those sections are going to be where the season ticket holders are going to get. So even if you have season ticket to somewhere obviously way farther back, they're going to move you up just for that game. Because if you're a season ticket holder, obviously you should be able to get one of the best seats in the house. But that's for, like I said, that's for next Friday, April 1st against the Rattlers. And anyone that reserves early for the game next week, you'll be automatically entered into a drawing, which is what they're calling a Day with the Steel experience, which they have said includes exclusive access to practice, film sessions, and a meet and greet with the players and coaches. So, hey, you could end up going to the game for free and then being able to get a Day with the Steel. That's awesome if you live up in the Portland area. But that's it for the news this week. There's a little more news, but not as meaty as it's been the last couple weeks, but that's pretty much it for that. As far as transactions go, the Storm and the Soul have both announced their first round of cuts. They're both not very much, but the Storm has placed defensive lineman David Washington on the physically unable to perform list, while reassigning quarterback Brandon Hill. And then in the Soul, they announced on, what was it, Saturday, I believe, 4 cuts. They cut defensive lineman Byron Sneed, fullback Juarez Bradley, defensive end Skylar Skiersick, and center Andrew Edward. And then the only other noteworthy addition in free agency before the season starts, the Orlando Predators have announced that they have signed 5-year veteran defensive lineman Terrence Taylor. He played last 3 years with Spokane, and he's actually a former University of Michigan player, which is pretty cool since I am a Michigan fan. In his past 5 years, he has 77 half tackles, 22 sacks, and 14 forced fumbles. So he's a pretty big stud that's coming over from Spokane for Orlando. So it's a good coup for them. But that's it for the transactions. That's pretty much it for my show. This has been a pretty short one, but make sure you check out last week's American Conference preview as well as the week before's National Conference preview. So those are out. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you shared them. I hope you showed anyone that's interested in the AFL. Let's get the word out. Check that out, and then come back this weekend for the prediction video. It's going to be who I think is going to be 1 through 8 for the seeding, how I think the season's going to play out, and my Arena Bowl 29 champion is going to be. But that's it. Like I said, check out my Twitter, check out my blog, like, share, comment, subscribe, all those things on this video. Check out my other videos, and I'll see you on Friday. Get your last bit of basketball in, because it starts next week, everyone. 9 days, baby. Next Friday. Kickoff. Soul. Gladiators. Let's get ready, guys. Storm. Predators. We got 2 games coming on at 7 next Friday. So be ready. Make sure you can get ESPN3 so you can get the game. And like I said, I'll see you Friday. I'll see you next week. Can't wait for the Arena League to start. But not yet. 9 more days. But that's it, guys. Take care.